Good morning. This is Michael Wickham. I recently got a DJI Phantom quadricopter. I'm fairly new to the quadricopter business, and I bought it because I was so impressed with some of the video that was taken on from this helicopter, from this quadricopter. And so I thought I'd search around, and you know, it was built for a different type of camera than what I am mounting today. But I like the colors, I like the sharpness of the Sony HDR AS15, the Sony Action Cam. So, this is what you come with. Well, I added the vibration unit here that I got off from eBay. I like the Sony Action Cam. It has a much better color quality and also a better sharpness to the video that is given out over some of the other cameras that I've seen. Well, I've gone out there and tried to figure out how to actually mount this onto the quadricopter here. There's not much out there that I can find anyway. I'm sure more videos will pop up after I put this on. I had one person say that they somehow mounted the camera upside down, and I don't like that idea at all. In fact, this housing that it comes with really gives a lot of protection, and it's waterproof and everything, but it's very heavy. In fact, it weighs as much as the camera itself, and so I get rid of it. Now, you'll notice, go ahead and zoom in on this, Michelle, that I put tape back here on the back. I've discovered that the back portion slides off very easily, and if you don't put something back here to hold it, that as you're jostling around, it'll slip off and it'll destroy your video. So the question is how do we mount this onto the quadricopter? First of all, we have our mounting bracket here that is for the GoPro, and I like it. I just leave it on here, and you've noticed I've marked it with an F for front. I like to mount it on the larger side, and I basically mount it this way. To do so, I went down to Staples and I got a number 64 bag of rubber bands. I use one rubber band and I bring it through and underneath like this. I place the camera on it, and then I wrap it around to over the top. Now that camera is sturdy there. It's strong, it's not going anywhere. But the question is, do I want to risk a $130 camera on one measly rubber band? The answer to that is no. And so I take two rubber bands. I mount the first one this way, and then the second one, I just want a little bit of security, and so I wrap it around just for a little bit more security. I then place it on the camera, or on the quadricopter. Now I've noticed I had to get an extra washer, because I cannot make the nut tighten down so the camera will not turn. But with an extra washer, and I probably could have got a thin washer, which I didn't have at the time, so I could tighten it down. At this point, the camera doesn't move. However, it's loose enough I can manually turn it, and I can put it in position and run the camera. That is how I mount it. Now, if you've guys got some suggestions, please send them to me. What I would like to have is, I've been looking for a way for my action cam to be used with a first-person view setup, FPV. And so if you have any suggestions in that area, please let me know. Hey, been nice talking to you. Ping me and say hi. Thank you. Bye.